The conflict in northern Mali has caused hundreds of thousands of people to flee their homes and lose their livelihood. Those who can't leave often live in poverty, facing hunger and violence. The region is remote. There are no public facilities or services, and aid agencies are unable to gain access to most areas.
The UN mission in Mali is tasked with stabilizing the country and supporting the population. The mission of other foreign armies is to provide protection for people and their property, but they have their limitations. Their mission is also to protect the flow of humanitarian aid, but it's becoming extremely difficult now. Add to that the fact that relief workers themselves do not want to be escorted by men in arms.
This may look like a UN peacekeeping force, but in fact these are al-Qaeda fighters on their way to launch an attack. The tactic shows how dangerous the situation has become for civilians and foreign armies in Mali. Al-Qaeda attacks on the United Nations mission here and other foreign armies have become a daily occurrence. And this despite the fact that the role of the UN mission is not to participate in war, but rather to keep the peace. Now, added to its insecurity challenge, the UN is trying to fill the void left by aid organizations.
This is our intervention in the area of agriculture, and particularly we'll be visiting today, I believe, one of our largest projects, which is a few kilometers from here. It's a large orchard, large green garden where over 300 people work. And that's an important contribution not only for the return of people who were displaced by events in 2012-2013, but also for the food security in the city.
UN troops are also digging wells, providing solar power for irrigation and helping schools in remote areas. It's an attempt to win hearts and minds and prevent armed groups from gaining the loyalty of the population. The results are visible but limited, say the villagers here.
MINUSMA has provided some water for us, but it's not enough. Look at the plants. They need water, more water, and we need it as well in order to drink and farm better.
BOLLA and others in his village may not be quite happy, but they are surely envied by hundreds of other villages in more remote and vulnerable areas of northern Mali. A combination of war, lack of natural resources and neglect have made mere survival the #1 concern here. Mohamed, Vall, Al Jazeera.